So he always treats me well. The person that he brings home, they got to treat me well too, and I'll treat them well. I won't have any problems. What?
I don't know, did you hear this? I'm just saying.
Treat me well.
It should be treating him well. Your son.
No, but I'm saying if she's bringing her into the family.
Or whomever,
I just want whoever it is that he brings into the family, just treat me and his father well.
Okay.
Welcome to Twin Talks. I'm Nadia.
And I'm Nikki.
And today's episode is about the pros and cons of interracial dating. You're dating you dated interracially, and you're married interracially.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what were some of the obstacles for you?
Well, it's always, you don't always get accepted by everybody. And that's both ways, not just the person who's not in the majority, right? So acceptance is one. External people making their comments, like your issue in New York.
Yeah, there's the white community and the black community. They will make their comments.
One way or the other.
One way or the other. So it's not just a black community thing, and it could be a white community. We could be out in public and people will make their comments. And it's hard to deal with, but you've got to be able to just not listen. The one thing that I can say is that you can't really, your heart wants what it wants. And sometimes I can't explain. You just love the person who you fall for. And sometimes it could be black, it could be white, it could be Asian, any race. So I think it's important to always be respectful on each side. And one of the things is if you've never dated interracially, then my comment would be to say make sure that the family, both families, are accepting of it, because it can be very challenging in a relationship, but it adds another level of challenge.
Yeah, and depending, obviously interracial implies two different cultures.
Yes.
And with the two different cultures could have two different cultural family backgrounds,
Correct.
right? So it's important for both groups to sort of understand that things might not be status quo. Like you might need to learn a little bit about this person's culture and what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, because it's different for wherever you go.
Correct.
Like the other day I was talking to a young girl, and she was dating somebody outside of the race. She happened to be biracial herself.
Yes.
Talking to somebody who was just a different race, and he had no idea. You can't talk to parents like that. when you are coming into a relationship, and this is a young girl, 20s. It doesn't matter if they're 20. And if you're in a sort of a relationship where it's black or black-white mixed biracial, there are certain expectations of respect for parents that you can't ever, even if you're 40, you don't talk back to parents the way he did, so that relationship is over.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
Those are the rules, but I think that could be for any race, whether it's been, but I just think that the problems that may occur are the past generations. It could be the grandmother's generations that may not accept the interracial relationship. So you got to be prepared that even though we're in 2023, not everybody is accepting, and it's the subtlety and prejudice that you might face on a regular basis. So,
But the good thing about it, though,
Yeah.
is that we are in 2023, and I'm encouraged with, you know, the younger generation and even the middle age. Like, you can see lots of interracial dating, lots, whether it's, you know, Latina or white or
Black.
Asian or black, like Indian, like there's a lot, and it's actually encouraging because it was not like that when we were younger.
no. But that's the point, though, that when you're going into the relationship, that you can't go in blindly. That's the point. Just be educated and understand that the cultures might be different, but we're all similar and the same. And
That's
it's
right.
good to be different too, right? So,
Always add a little bit of zest to the family.
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, to me it's wonderful because you're able to learn different cultures, and if you can understand each other's cultures and communicate and be really real when you're talking about, when you're seriously dating, what's the role of the kids, like how are you going to raise the kids, is the religion or spirituality going to be part of their lives? These are conversations that need to be had before it gets serious, because some religions are different, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that, but I think being in an interracial relationship, it's added a lot to my life in a good way. And yeah, there has been negative, but for the big picture, I think it's done really well for me and my son and for my husband.
It's one to just have a discussion with.
Everything is a discussion, but I think that if, depending on the relationship, if you are able to have candid conversations and deep level conversations with the partner, there's no reason why it can't work. The external is what will pull the relationship apart, but if you listen to it, right? But there's nothing like the power of love. If you can, not to be cheesy, but you can really go through just about anything if you have an understanding and the support of the partner and your children, right?
Yeah, and I would say, you know, we don't want to look at one group and stereotype how they're going to react, right? Like it could be, you know, let's say you go to a white, let's say I'm going to a white family. Like, of course, there's going to be a level of fear for me because I'm the one who's the outsider going in.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's going to be mean to me.
That's correct.
It might be like that, but it might not be.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we're in
that's correct.
2023, right? And
yeah.
it's similar to
And same with the black community, yeah.
Like some black families, like the white families, will say, oh, I don't know. But a lot will be totally okay with it because I would say that a lot of people have evolved and they would say, as long as you're good to my kid, that's what matters.
Yeah,
And
correct.
That's what
Correct.
matters to me.
Yeah, there's some people that don't agree with it, but I'm saying, well, what do they know? The heart wants what it wants. That's it.
And you're not there to dictate.
I'm not telling my kid what to do.
No.
Whoever they fall in love with, they fall in love with. There's
Not
nothing
my
I can
space.
do
Yeah.
about it.
I don't expect that from my parents, and I won't be doing that for them.
No, that's what the only thing that I want is just whoever my son brings, just treat me well, and that's it.
Treat me well?
Treat me well. Don't
I
be
thought I
rude to
didn't
me.
hear that.
Treat me well.
You
I'll
will.
treat them well. I always will. But I mean,
What about your son?
that's what I'm saying.
I thought you said treat me well.
Well, it's understanding that they're a couple.
Okay.
So he always treats me well. The person that he
Okay.
brings home, they gotta treat me well too, and I'll treat them well. I won't have any problems. What?
I'm going, okay, I don't know, did you hear this? I'm just saying.
Treat me well.
It should be treating him well. Your son.
No, but I'm saying if she's bringing her into the family,
Or whomever,
I just
yeah.
want whoever it is that he brings into the family, just treat me and his father well.
Okay.
That's it.
We've missed the point. It's okay, it's okay. It's lost on you.
I don't get it. What's so funny? Should I be treated like crap?
No, But the first priority should be
Who?
how your kids treated, Nad.
Yeah,
Ping, ping, ping.
Okay. Because they got accepted by me.
Okay. Okay.
Duh.
It's lost on you, bro. Okay, so
I treat everyone well unless they're completely
I've already
moron.
said it. Like, I'm happy as long as my kids are treated properly. I can shut my mouth. I don't have to live with you. I don't have to sleep with you. I don't care. As long as you're good to my kids, you have a space in my house.
Yeah.
Like, not to live there, but you can live there if you have to. But you have. I'll be nice to you, is what I mean.
I'm nice to everyone unless they're morons. To me.
Okay. It's crazy.
I don't go looking for a fight. What?
Pros of interracial is that you gain a new perspective on your life, right?
Yes.
And on the dating situation. You get to learn about the other people, the other family, maybe different culture, maybe different religion, right?
And you have beautiful kids.
Yeah, you have beautiful kids.
Mine.
Yes, and you again open the circle
Correct.
to new people
And
on
new
the
experiences.
And what about the cons?
Well, there's people that there will be fear of rejection by possible family members or just people in general being rude to you because they might be prejudiced or racist or whatever the case may be. But that's everywhere if you're dating interracially, and you may not get to go anywhere in the world together because it's different than it is in North America. There's certain spots in the world where they don't want interracial, period. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's not acceptable. So that means you got to do your homework and figure out where not to go
Yeah.
and where not to live, right?
Yeah.
If you
And if you do
want
go, then you
peace.
need to understand it might be contentious and stuff.
Correct. So you've got to do your homework on that. But I think that's the only drawback, right?
Yeah.
So if you like us, what do we do?
You like us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
2 times in a row.
I know. See you next time on Twin Talks. Oh yeah.
Welcome to Twin Talks. I'm Nadia.
And I'm Nikki.
And today we are talking about the pros and cons of dating, interracial dating.
Dating, interracial dating. Interracial dating now.
That's what I said, didn't I?
You know, we said dating, interracial dating.